What's good? What's poppin'? It's your girl, Shady Cartier. And of course, Mobius. Oh my gosh. Back with you for another episode of some wild stuff. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. Welcome to the Unknowns podcast. Hit us up on the IG. You already know what it is. It's unknowns. Replace the S with a 5, and instead of O's, it's zeros. Hit us up. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know if you vibing with the topic. And you already know how we get down. It's everything black over here. The black experience. Every shade of brown. We be trying to represent. I ain't do my ancestry DNA, but I just be like, brown lives and struggles is all the same to me. What's good? What's poppin', Mobius? What's poppin'?
It is big. It has been. So there's a hurricane going on in the south. It's been raining here for a couple days, pretty hard. So it's gonna be a heavy one today. We're gonna talk about Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, has died.
A few good people died.
A couple of good.
So I just So
Kobe.
We'll shout out. Oh, whatever. Anyway, you good, you people. All right. That's where you want to start at. That's where we starting at. A few good people died in August, and so I just want to give some shout outs. Take time and just go Google these people, go look them up, just connect, just be aware. Of course, big shout out. Everybody love Black Panther. On the entertainment side, so shout out to his friends and family. What did he have?
Colon cancer.
Yeah. So, big shout out to everybody with colon cancer. I know it hurt when you shit or you piss or something like that. And, I don't know, drink more water. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't look it up. But big shout out to you. I hope you make it through, man. I hope you don't end up like your boy. Daryl Drake, from the Pittsburgh Steelers, he was a wide receiver. He passed away in this August, as well. Somebody very important I found out. I didn't even realize how accomplished Toni Morrison was, but she passed away. She was the first African American woman to win a Nobel Prize for Literature. So big shout out to all the great women of the world, and the fact that we can do things, that we are enough, that we are amazing. Big shout out to that. On the music side, some legends. Art Neville. My mother was a big fan. I think it was the Aaron brothers or the Neville brothers or something. They was cranking. That's all I know. My mother loved it. So big shout out to their fans. I know the estate is about to get that bag right now. You already know for the collection, because he had like albums on albums. And then for those of you who are not familiar, Dave Bartholomew, big rest in peace to a rock and roll pioneer. We can't even fake Mobius. That's his life. That's my life too. Rock and roll has definitely played a major part in our childhoods, and where we find joy as adults, and to be proud and to be aware of the black pioneers is very key. And it's very fitting. This is the light half. You know how we do it. This is real tough, dark cloud stuff. But this is the light side of it. We do not get enough acknowledgement for how amazing we are, and what we have accomplished, and what we most certainly can accomplish. So what do you want to say about that? Big shout out Dave Bartholomew. Rest in peace.
As a musician, I think it's well, not even that. Let's go back. So, there's a lot of people who think Michael Jackson's a white guy. There's a lot of people who think other black musicians and artists are white people because of certain things or just their understanding of who they are,
or lack thereof.
Yeah. So with that, like, you know, it's always you gotta bring him back home and go, no, this is what he looked like. This is who he is. He died. This is who these people are. This is their contribution to modern music. This is their contribution to the beginning of this particular music, and don't ignore that. Don't discount that.
Real talk.
So yeah,
much respect.
Real quick, yeah.
Much respect. Yeah. I mean, and still as a musician too, it means a lot. But definitely growing up as a alleged African American child.
Oreos.
As a brownie.
Yeah.
Shout out to brownies. Because I don't even know what to call myself. I just want to be proud of being me. Like, that's it. I want to be proud of my mother.
She's a peppermint.
I want to be proud of, where I was born and raised. I want to be a representative all around positively. But in order for us to do that the best way on the Unknowns podcast, we gotta acknowledge the I hate how they say this, the anniversary of Emmett Till's death.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what to say. The anniversary of his home going. Let's make it real Baptist right quick. The anniversary of his home going, August 28th. I just want to give a shout out for anybody who's not aware and who is not educated. As far as I know, he was in an altercation with a white woman. Or no, not even an altercation. Let me get this right.
She said he whistled at her, and then a bunch of very angry white people came and killed him.
That was the story.
And then she came out.
He was 14 years old.
Later. These were adults, too, and they came out. The lady came out later. Like, I think it was a long time later. She was like, yeah, I lied about that.
Oh, my gosh. That's the whole story? Okay, I just want to get it right. Emmett Till was born July 25th in 1941 in Chicago, Illinois. Emmett Till was a 14-year-old African American who was lynched in Mississippi in 1955 after being accused of offending a white woman in her family's grocery store. And he died August 28th, 1955 because of this. He was buried September 6th at the Burr Oak Cemetery in Alsip, Illinois. So big shout out, I ain't gonna get into it much more than that. It's disgusting. We got a rabbit hole of an episode for y'all. Just big shout out to the brownies. You already know what we do, man. Big shout out to his family. I know y'all going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I couldn't even imagine. I know what it is to lose somebody that you love and that you care about, but I could not even imagine what you guys are going through right now. So, that's definitely what I want to say.
Today is also the anniversary of, what is it, the I Have a Dream speech, right?
Yes, I was about to say big shout out to MLK. Good job. You on point. You know what I'm saying. Big shout out to the speech. You want his shawty, her name?
Yeah, it was his granddaughter. I can't remember her name. You can look it up.
His granddaughter, the future, Yolanda Renee King. She gave a speech and I loved it. A lot of people gave a speech.
Yeah.
Their own version.
The
modern version. So I want to give a shout out to all those people without saying any names because y'all big enough. But Yolanda Renee King, on the other hand, the future, I definitely gonna put her on blast. And it was something that she said. There's always you have to always find the upside. You know, there's a choice. You could be optimistic, pessimistic, you know, etc. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And so,
realistic,
whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I want to just point out I just want to quote her for a second. She said, "Great challenges create great leaders," and I thought that was absolutely brilliant. I was definitely listening. I was definitely paying attention, and you know, the things that she's saying, I hope that the other children her age are listening and unfortunately finding an understanding of what's going on. And it's only unfortunate because of the climate in which they are learning to understand these things. But at the same time, at 12 years old, at 13 years old, in other countries, kids are going to war. And so, you know, we definitely got to be blessed and understand that we have great opportunity, and we have to appreciate it and take advantage of it the right way, and not let it take advantage of us. And so she's a prime example of where our youth should be at today. And so, you know, part of what our topic today, you know, that's really just mostly current events. I mean, it's crap. I mean, we got some more current events, but that's really mostly current events. So, you know, to me, there's a much deeper, always, there's a much deeper topic that we're going to get on. But this is definitely representing who we are and loving who we are. And it's just all very unfortunate. The key points that we got to point out, like Emmett Till's short 14-year life and death, as well as Jacob Blake.
There's still a lot of information coming out of that, just like a lot of other shootings. We'll never know, because I don't know if they were wearing body cams or...
No, well, the news anchor said, I wish we had
more.
No, he said, I wish we had body cam footage.
Yeah.
So I would think that means that they were not wearing body cams. They were in the...
We said footage, so either they were and the cops have yet to release it, or they weren't and there is none. So this is Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is a nice little town, I guess. They shot him. There's a lot of conflicting information. From what I understand, he was supposed to be breaking up a fight or something, and the cops responded,
thinking that maybe he had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
In a negative manner.
Mm-hmm. And as he was trying to leave, or at least go back to his car, he was shot several times. That
was sick. Listen, I don't care about any facts. That video, and not to say it like that, y'all, like I care about the facts, but like all I've seen so far, that's all I could judge, is what's going on here based on that video. You ain't have to reach your hand all up in the car with this dude and like pop him, like for real.
If he didn't have him by the shirt and shot him, I might have leaned more towards the cops, just off the video information of the shooting. But because he had him by the shirt, and because there were two cops there, and then there were kids in the car, so they didn't identify, the backstop. That's a bad shoot right there. And weapons involved or not, at that exact moment when he got to the car, he didn't have a gun in his hands, and he was facing away from them.
And then 7 times then?
Yeah.
And 7 times. So even if
while being held.
What if you might have had some pop. No. Pop. I can't. It's no good. There's no good. There's no accidents here. There's no accidents.
That's not a good shit.
There's no accident. Is the truth relative or subjective? Hit us up on the Instagram. Unknowns. Hit us up. What y'all think? What you think?
It's not a good shoot.
Like this shit
it goes back to our previous episode, whichever one that was, about the how to play the game. Yeah, you're
it's very unfortunate. This is real shit.
You're gonna be angry. You're gonna want to. I don't have to deal with this. I wasn't involved. Blah blah blah. All right, so here's a story. It was kind of early for stories. I came home one night and my neighbors were arguing, and this was like, I came from a city, so it's about an hour ride back to my house, and I got home. It's like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and tired. Then I pull up and I sit in the car for a second, and I think my dad was in. He like parked weird or something, or maybe somebody else was in my spot, so I had to park different from where I normally was, but still out front of my house. So I pull up and I sit there for a second and just kind of rest my head on the steering wheel, and I hear this kind of commotion going on. Yeah, just, yeah. So I poke my head out the car and I'm like, all right, here we go. They're not attacking each other. I could probably just go in the house and go to sleep. Mind your business. Mind your business, black folk. But then, she started to try to get something from him. She wanted. He had something that belonged to her. So they got in each other's faces, and I took some of my stuff in the house and then kind of came back out to watch what had going on, and they were doing the aggressive, what is it called, the dance where you're just in each other's face. They're doing that circle dance, not to be mistaken for the Halo dance. I'm a nerd. They were doing the circle dance kind of around each other, and what happened? I think he grabbed her by the shoulders to try to get some distance, and then she was like, "I'm gonna call the cops." And then he was like, "Well, I'll just leave." And I was like, all right, what's going on? So I came out. I came back outside, and I was like, all right, like, what's going on? I can hear you. I'm pretty sure our other neighbors can hear you. Which is, my neighborhood's got really good acoustics, and even when we were playing in the band in my garage and stuff, if you close the garage door, you can't hear it. And we're in my garage. If you close the front door, you can barely hear it. You can
hear the bass.
Yeah, and the drums.
The boom pap.
But it's not obnoxious. So if my neighbors got their windows closed,
it's acceptable.
Yeah, but even they were being exceptionally loud, and so that's saying something.
They litty.
So
they not even thinking.
So
they ride you.
I went over there and start talking to them, and they just at the same time blah 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 blah. He's got my stuff, and she did this, and I'm trying to get up out of here, and she ain't tell me nothing. Blah blah blah. I'm about to leave, and I'm like, okay, so let me stop you right there. She can't stop you from leaving, so if you want to, go ahead. But she's threatened to call the cops, and they come. They're going to look for you, and they're not going to ask questions. They're just going to pull you over and press you out. And as a black dude at 1 o'clock in the morning, you don't really want that. So
just whatever you got,
just give it back to her. It ain't worth it. And she's like, all right. And then you, like, what is this worth calling the cops over? Because you know what's going on in the world. Like, this is like 3 or 4 years. I still have my car, so this is like at least 3 years ago.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah. Sorry, Coco. So I forgot what I said to her, but it was like, look, it's not like, is it really that big of a deal? Could this not wait in the morning? Could you not go inside and quiet? It's just at a reasonable level, just kind of express your grievances, and then all right, now get it. I want you to leave, or whatever, and then and move on. Like if he starts going to hands, then yeah, call the cops. But it's not that serious. And then she thought about it, and then they both went in the house, and I presumably talked it out because I didn't hear anything.
Stupid drunk people. They went in the house and they were smashing. Next story.
Maybe.
It's like no.
But like that's
smashing.
How to play the game. If he left and she had actually called the cops over anything, it
could have ended worse for him.
Yeah, and if she had fought
could
back,
have. Yeah.
If she had fought back and the cops came because of the neighbors calling, then they're both going to jail. It's not like the 80s and 90s where the you punched her, well, now you go to jail. Well, she hit me first, and there's a witness.
Everybody can go to jail.
Everybody's going to jail.
Everybody can get it, apparently.
Yeah.
Depending on your local cops.
Yes. So, it's not a good shoot. And here's hoping for a full and thorough investigation. And the media needs to just leave it alone because they've been spinning every shooting ever, all the time, forever. So don't whatever you hear on CNN or NBC, just no. Do your own research. Look up as much footage as you can from first-hand cameras, and watch the whole goddamn video, even if it's an hour long. Because there's going to be something that you missed. They're not going to show everything. And
They never do.
And it's just going to be super biased depending on what station, media channel you're watching. And they're all owned by like 5. So you're watching the same thing. Either it's for the left or for the right.
The programming. Listen, that episode is going to be real lit, y'all. I mean, we get into it. The last episode got into it a little bit. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be lit. It's going to be something to watch out for. Y'all going to love it. Alright, so the one person I forgot to give a rest in peace shout out to, Aaliyah. And it just now dawned on me. She is a literal segue to the fucking rabbit hole. Like, you already know what it is. We got the highs and we got the lows, and we got the highs and we got the lows.
I think that was like a medium.
Wow.
We started in at like a medium for this one.
A medium.
We started in at like
this wasn't even a low.
No, it wasn't a high. It wasn't
and
a high.
we're going, and we gonna turn the flames up, y'all. This is the Grown Flokes episode. The Grown Flokes. That was tough. Folks, let's do folks. Like my brain, I can't. I'm trying to stay focused, guys. You already know what it is. Episode 6, super lit. Listen, one thing I definitely want to say about the first half, or at least the speech, the pro-black in the first half, before I get all the way into the rabbit hole. And I mean all the way in, okay? Because we're going to go in deep, guys.
The Super Mario Underworld level deep.
If Aaliyah is a segue, y'all really need to think about this one. This the riddle for y'all. Get on the Instagram and let me know. When I say Aaliyah is the segue, tell me what we talking about before I tell you what we talking about.
Is that the question?
Okay? No, it's like 30 questions of the day.
Dude.
I already asked one of them. Is the truth subjective or relative? The other question is, after all of this, is... Wait, I'm not supposed to tell you that yet. Annoying. Anyway, guys, before we get into the rabbit hole, justice, equity, and accountability is all I'm asking for. Somebody said that, and I'm quoting them, and I don't know who that was. But it was from no, that's literally, like, I wrote that down. They said that when we were doing the research and watching the Martin Luther King anniversary speeches. Like I acknowledged earlier, there was a lot of people on there. And so I don't know exactly who said that, but I think that was very important and key. Justice, equity, and accountability. That's really important. And so that also ties into, oh my goodness,
I think that was the pastor.
the segue. Is the pastor?
It was one of them. I think it was the pastor from the first video we watched.
Hey, look, y'all, we be really trying to do some research. Like, we don't just be on here just running our mouth about whatever. Like, I'm trying to put you on the game too.
Yeah.
So, wow. I can't with this whole subject. All right, guys.
ODST drop.
A few things. Duality, Aaliyah, justice and accountability. What's the second half about? What you want to go ahead and start it off? I don't want to say the big P word. Should I say it, or I just let you talk about the current event?
I'm curious as to the Aaliyah thing. We didn't talk about that previously.
Shit. Big rest in peace to Aaliyah. Pedophilia, guys. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, I've been breathing hard. I hope y'all been holding on to y'all seats. Like, I hope I created it. Oh my gosh, what is she talking about? Like, pedophilia. That's what we talking about. The big segue. We're talking about being brown. We're talking about getting justice. We're talking about accountability. We're talking about people who died in August. All of these things and pedophilia, they are all very tied in with Aaliyah. She was married by R. Kelly at 14 years old. It was published in a magazine, a pro-black magazine. I don't remember whether it was Ebony or Essence or Hip Hop Rap Keeping It Real magazine. They published that she was 16 years old, still still too young. But you could get married at 16 with the consent of the parents. But unfortunately that was a lie because she was actually 14 years old. And this was known by a lot of people. I mean, that's why a lot of this real deep rooted pedophilia stuff is coming out, because it's not just about that one person that did it, but it's about everybody you hung out with, everybody you spent time with, who knew, who was aware, and who just turned their head and pretend like they ain't see it. Because what is that? Culpability?
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Yeah. And to me, accountability, justice, accountability. She didn't get justice and accountability while she was alive because she just wanted to have an amazing career.
Yeah.
And it's very unfortunate when people feel like in their heart that their pain and suffering is worth the bag and flights and jets and nice clothes. I guess you just kind of try to forget about what happened to you in the past. Try not to be traumatized by it. And just move on and bathe yourself in Gucci and things that don't matter.
I mean, like, if you came from something, decent parents,
some of those people addicted, and that's why they kill themselves.
I'm just saying, like, if you came like us, we weren't perfect, and mommy definitely gave us the work, but I'm happy. We turned out all right. Could be better. Everybody could be better. But if you came from no parents,
we got values,
or just
we got morals,
a much worse circumstances. Somebody going, I'd rather do literally anything short of sell their soul, which getting married at 14 is more or less selling your soul.
Not even that. Having your parents selling your soul.
But that's what I'm saying. If you don't have parents, or you do,
or if your parents selling your ass off,
then
for a check, go ahead with this man.
Somebody
who else?
What
is your parents thinking in their right mind that they let a 14-year-old girl go be alone with R. Kelly for days, overnight, months, weeks? For what?
I do not have that information.
I'm sorry, we ain't got the information, guys. Go ahead and put that on the Instagram. If you think it's acceptable to, would you leave? I got another question. Would you leave your child alone with R. Kelly for weeks on end? Do you still listen to R. Kelly? Do you have a gun? Kill yourself? Shit.
No.
If you kill yourself, then you can't respond on the Instagram.
No.
Don't kill yourself. Just respond on the Instagram. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, y'all, so it's some wild stuff. So yeah, you're right. I really didn't tell you about that. Like, listen, this shit ain't all rehearsed, y'all. Like, for real, it's not all rehearsed. Like, real shit.
We got tangled up in another topic, but okay, what else we got?
But that was that was a segue to the pedophilia. So what brought us on the pedophilia was what you told me about the Rick and Morty shit.
Yeah.
That's what put me on there, and then it just turned into a whole bunch of other wild shit. That's how we do on the unknown.
Parachute going to a pedo island.
Oh, we in the pedo rabbit hole.
So this ain't new anymore. This is a couple weeks old, but co-creator, he's somebody who's involved in making Rick and Morty. Dan something.
Harmon.
Yes, I think. Yes, he made some disturbing skits.
Shout out to Dan Orman's Ops. his opposition, anybody that's like against him.
So
yeah, shout out to Dan Orman's ops.
Literally.
Shout out to like anybody, the feds that's building a case on this nigga, like his ex-girlfriend, ex-wife who hate his guts. Shout out to all them, like shit, all of them, like to all his enemies. Shout out.
We like Rick and Morty. We like Pickle Rick. Good
no, Oreo likes Rick and Morty.
I like
Shady is not with the shits. Shady looks at Cartoon Network, looks at all cartoons,
Powerpuff Girls,
and be like, I don't know if this is acceptable. Except Powerpuff Girls.
Wasn't ever last episode.
Powerpuff Girls is okay.
Anyway,
I don't care.
So
yeah, I know, right?
He made a skit where he drugs this admiral and then goes into his house and
Google
rapes
it.
his baby. So
baby rape.
Pedos.
He pulled his pants down.
He did.
She showed his ass.
You saw his.
It
butt.
says Showtime Presents. So let's keep it 1,000. It's not just he's pitching it. I get it. Hold up. Yeah. I get it. I made a song for the radio. I had to give a shout out. I had to make an addition song just specifically giving shout out to this is
one particular
blah blah blah. Like listen, so I'm hip. But the point is, if you thought, even though they showed the little disclaimer, I was hoping they was going to see the video, or I hope y'all watch the video and y'all think it's cool like I thought it was cool. What I was saying about the shits is, if that's the type of image that you trying to run by Showtime and they don't report your ass, that dead ass mean that that's what's popping in the streets, that's what's good, and that's the norm. And I'm not going to report you. If I'm a motherfucking network exec and you pull up on me with a video where you fucking babies in the face, I might be a shady ass dude and be like, yo, Popo, y'all need to watch this dude. Like, listen, I don't know. I don't call the feds on like pedophiles. I don't know no pedophiles to call the feds on.
Yep.
So I'm saying, like, or even a suspected pedophile. Like, that's a new part of my life. Like, this shit is crazy. You real life see somebody, you better say something. Or old school whoop their ass. But we not promoting violence. We promoting self-defense and education.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
I don't know who the fuck killed him. I mean, yeah. They killed him, I guess, in his cell. Fuck that guy. Fuck all those guys. Fuck the fat guy. The Weinstein, skinny guy.
Epstein.
Fuck. I don't even know.
Shout out to Ashton Kutcher though, because he's got a non-profit called Thorn.
Shout out to Thorn.
They rescue kids and stuff. And as I was looking him up, apparently the U.S. Marshals rescued like 40 kids or something very recently. So, you know,
that's what's up.
For all the dudes who kick down doors and find the kids, shout out to y'all.
Yeah, and if I found out Ashton Kutcher is a pedophile,
he catching these hands.
Yeah, he catching these hands. Because one thing I know for sure is that the motherfuckers that's making donations. The motherfuckers that's making donations, bro. I'm about to lose it. The motherfuckers that's making donations, that the top charities who's blowing that bag, half the time they be the ones that's doing it. Bro, y'all saw Breaking Bad. Don't play with me right now. This is real talk. This is game recognized game right now. You telling me on Breaking Bad? You telling me, what's his name? D'Amico? It's terrible. Giancarlo. You're telling me that Giancarlo was attending all the police station junks. He was buying all the donuts for the police station. That nigga was making all the donations at the police station. They love his chicken. They love coming to his restaurant. They was like, yo, he really be banging with the police station. Like, why? Because he had to keep his eyes and ears to the mother flipping streets, bro. I just need to be able to walk around the police station and don't nobody say nothing to me, bro. Y'all see me around here. I'm a cool dude. I'm a nice dude. I'm a stand-up guy. That's the whole motherfucking trick right there. Like, I'm a stand-up guy.
Shout out to
like, come on. So that's all I'm saying. So yeah, shout out to Ashton Kutcher too. We catch his ass in some bullshit. I don't trust nobody. We keep it at 1,000 on the Unknown Unknowns podcast.
I need to buy that. It's a quote, "In God we trust, all others we monitor." So we watching you, Ashton Kutcher.
Damn, what type of sick shit is that?
U.S. intelligence.
Okay, yeah, I bet it is. I was about to say, it sounds like the feds. Like, what the fuck? It sounds like the feds. We watching your ass. I thought you was going to say the other one, "In God we trust, and all others I got a gun for." I don't know. That I got my rifle. I don't know. Like, National Rifle Association. Big shout outs. Except to the boy with the AR-15. I don't even want to get in that. Alright, cool. So listen, Rick and Morty, boom. All these motherfuckers who doing these cartoons, I'm not gonna say all of them. A lot of these entertainment MFers
Mofo
are into the pedophilia thing. You really gotta watch out for where you spend your money. Okay, because now we about to get into the people who don't watch cable. You know, the people who
you're talking about
stream
Netflix,
their entertainment. Well, I was trying to warm them up first before I just gave shout outs. No big shout outs to streaming services. I don't trust you until you get way more regulations, because you making too much mother flipping money. Listen, before I get into it, I just want to spit some knowledge right quick. Duality. All right. What's the definition of duality? Merriam-Webster said duality is the quality or state of having two different or opposite parts or elements. Dualism, also a difference between two opposite things, a division into two opposite groups. How to use... Oh, no. That's it. Let's see if I can find another one. That sounded a little different. No. Oh, the physics definition of duality. The principle that a wave-particle duality exists in microphysics, in which wave theory and what the fuck? Listen, this just went way too deep in where it was supposed to go, guys. The point was, I was trying to help y'all have a little bit of a background understanding of where we're going, okay? We're not going to go all the way down to mind the fucking, the super deep mind fuck of programming, because that's not this episode. But you really need to pay attention to, I feel like, the duality when it comes to, you know, especially when it comes to Amazon. This fucking Jeff Bezos, why are we talking about this fucking guy almost every time?
Because he's the world's first centillionaire something.
Because he's fucking everywhere, everything, he's fucking doing it. Duality. You controlling the food. You controlling the shipping of goods, the transferring of goods, and you controlling what's going on in people's minds and what's going on in their brains. Now listen, just because of COVID, everybody thought that the streaming services was like the holy grail and it was everything. Listen, I can't afford to pay my cable bill. Fuck it, we on Netflix like never before. You know what I'm saying? We on Amazon Prime like never before. So what y'all doing? What's the next step? For all the people who letting TVs and movies raise their motherfucking kids. Oh, you got your kids on Netflix? You got your kids on Amazon Prime? I thought this episode was about pedophilia. What is she talking about? Well, what you mean? What y'all watching on Amazon Prime? Oh, you not watching the pedophilia on Amazon Prime? What pedophilia? What pedophilia on Amazon Prime? What you talking about, Willis? I want y'all to go check it out.
They pulled it down.
I believe it's called... They took it?
Either they took it down.
The one that I pointed out on Instagram?
Which one were you talking about?
Orgies.
I don't know about that. I'm talking about the one I was talking about.
Orgies. That's the name of it. It's a lot of them on there. Look up orgies. But they're promoting child orgies. Okay? And that is anybody who's watching that obviously enjoying it. If you're not 15, 16 years old, first of all, you shouldn't even be watching it at 15, 16 years old. then you a fucking pedophile. Then you sick, nigga. If you 18, 19, if you an adult and you watching that movie and you enjoying it, I'm telling you, in the movie, it's a bunch of kids fucking. Now, this is how they get away with this shit, Amazon. What a lot of people don't know is Amazon got that bag. They got to separate their money. They in a bunch of different countries. Okay, there's Amazon, and I don't know about other countries, but I know about Amazon UK. It's Amazon Prime UK. They got their own completely separate. Amazon Canada.
And Amazon.
Prime I know, but not for the store, for Prime. So the video rights to what they showing is very key. I guess you own the rights all across the board for like every country outside of whatever restrictions. But here is my issue. What are the restrictions? We are paying all this money to a company that damn well know the laws and the restrictions on what the definition of pedophilia is for each state and country that they are allowing their information to be accessed on. They have enough money for the lawyers all day, motherfucking Jeff Bezos. Yeah. You better have the best motherfucking lawyers in the world. So what the fuck, like, what are you talking about right now? Like, on Everything I Love, I almost wish I had a child that was watching this shit and went across it so I could sue these motherfuckers that y'all got my child watching child pornography. Like, I don't even care. You can try to categorize it all you want to. Oh, big shout out to Amazon Prime's new update where they now make you sign in like what person? Is this you know how Netflix got the character? Are you Shady or are you Big Papa Puff? Like which, you know, which
my name
person?
Is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. You know which person you are, and then they have one that's like the Amazon Prime for the kids or whatever. Like I don't care. Like they just put that shit on there, and so at the end of the day, it still don't make it acceptable because in the UK, you're considered an adult.
Europe.
At 16 years old. Is that what's happening in the United States? No. The age is 18 years old. So why are we watching kids that's 16 years old or pretending or portraying 16 years old having sex with 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 adults, teachers, neighbors? Why are there TV shows and movies that's available to be watched in the United States that are promoting child orgies and pedophilia? What are you spending your money on? And I'm telling you this shit, like, bro, I'm trying to get my shit together, bro. I'm trying to get my shit together. Like, even that Amazon Fire Stick shit, that's still $40 too much for Amazon on my motherfucking pocket. Like, I already dumped Netflix a long time ago. I'm 2 motherfucking seconds. I'm just addicted, Bezos. I'm addicted to the shipping. Okay, fuck
Free
Amazon
shipping.
Prime Video. Like, I'm not even really watching that shit like that for real, because I'm absolutely disgusted. Big shout out to fuck Netflix. Cuties, that's what's taken down. Cuties was an Australian documentary, a French documentary on 11 to 13-year-olds twerking.
That's super paraphrasing. I know I didn't give you a great
you
description
really didn't
on it.
tell
No, I mean that was
tell these motherfuckers. Stop.
So at the same time that there's something going on in Japan about Western media versus their media, it's a movie. I thought it was like a TV show. There's a movie that's French about kids doing. It's like a dance competition, but the poster that Netflix had used was a hyper, not even super. There's different levels. There's supercars. There's hypercars. So this is a hypersexualized 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old, a poster of 13-year-old girls on the cover, and in the description it was like something. This girl finds friends and wants to do dance competitions and twerk or something. It's paraphrasing. Okay. And they immediately got crucified by pretty much everybody, and they pulled it down. Snap.
By who? Netflix pulled it down.
They pulled
okay,
it
says this what it says. Cuties. TV mature 96 minutes. This is a comedy drama. Amy, an 11-year-old girl, joins a group of dancers named the Cuties at school and rapidly grows aware of her burgeoning femininity. Oh yeah,
that's been changed.
Upsetting her mother and her values in the process.
Let me see the poster.
The young ass girls.
Yeah, that's not the image.
They made it. No, they made that shit look. They super tame edited this shit. Like this shit look. But that's the girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they super. Yo.
Which begs the question.
Yo, they remarketed it. So all they did was remarket the movie, but the movie is still out.
It's the same thing. But also there's a question. It begs the question. Who authorized
Why Netflix had to pull down posters of the French movie?
No,
Cuties?
who authorized that in the first place? Who thought that poster and that description was a good idea?
The original one?
Yeah.
It was a picture of them twerking?
No, it was the description was about that she joined them to twerk or something, and then the poster they used was like, you know, they're wearing like cheerleader garb, but they're 11, 12, and 13, so it's a much more sexualized, like just like adults.
They was looking sexy.
Look up.
They
just look it up. You got your phone.
Yeah, I am looking. The one where they was on their knees?
It was, let me see.
Hold up, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got me muffed up. That did not look like no 11 years old. That looked like 15, 16 years old. And
even
that
then.
shit, listen, I don't even like that shit, bro. All them dance competition shows, bro. I'm not with it. Like, I don't understand why your kid gotta dance with no clothes on. Yeah. Or something that look like they ain't got no clothes on because they fully covered in nude stocking. No, ninja. And what's all this booty popping? All that shit ain't even necessary. Like, no, ain't no dance competition. Who's getting money? You, the state, the city? Who the fuck? Nah, no. I'm not with it. Listen, y'all need to pay attention to where y'all got y'all kids, what y'all spend y'all money on, what y'all promoting. Ew, look at these guns. Oh my gosh.
Is it the same thing?
I don't know. That look more American. But they just looking all grown. Like, I just can't, y'all. Like, y'all really gotta pay attention to what's going on. And that's, you know, the one thing I forgot to do was go over the definition, because we saying words, and I always want to make sure that people know what we talking about when we say what we talking about. Like, y'all gotta understand, this ain't a game. It's not acceptable. But it's people out there who's gonna twist the words all day. The pedophilia. It's people that's gonna twist the words all day. Pedophilia is a psychiatric disorder in which an adult or older adolescent experiences a primary or exclusive sexual attraction for prepubescent children. I don't think it's a psychiatric disorder. I think that's a really nice way to put it, Wikipedia. I'm not with it. Let's see, Merriam-Webster. Pedophilia is a sexual perversion in which children are the preferred sexual object. All right? Then they try going that little psychiatric disorder shit. I'm not with it. To me, that sounds like a real good excuse. I can't.
Nope.
I can't. It isn't acceptable.
I had a conversation about Uncle about this too. YouTube Kids is pretty dangerous too.
YouTube Kids.
There's been some evidence.
Well, hold on. That Kobe video. This is why when people be giving shout outs to Kobe, I'll be like, I bet you this video is on YouTube Kids. Y'all go look at that video on YouTube Kids. My bad. Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
Tell me about Kobe, though.
No. Say what you saying. I'm gonna look up the video.
All right. So we gotta check what time we're at too. It's already 9. So we're yeah. So YouTube Kids. There's been evidence of some child sex trafficking.
What?
Or people picking up, trying to find kids, like people as adults.
The stars.
What?
Or of the YouTube Kids shows?
No, these are just people in the comments trading information about trying to get kids in, like that. You know, they got
hey, what's up,
kid porn and stuff like that. No, it's that.
Oh, they're chatting with kids.
They're chatting with kids or chatting with other adults who are in there, almost like a black market, but it's in the open. You
got me muffed.
So I
thought you was talking about content. Hold up, go ahead, keep talking.
It's a little
keep
bit
talking.
of both,
my brain.
It's marked for kids or under kids. That's why, like, a couple years ago, YouTube underdid that. They changed their whole YouTube Kids layout to sort of try to combat that, and probably didn't work.
No more comments. That's the only thing I could think about.
A lot of it's no comments. A lot of it's like,
all right, so
you can't run in the background. A bunch of
so, and I hate to talk about dead people, in a negative light. And so this is something that came completely off the cuff. It's not something that I necessarily wanted to bring up. And then then I'm gonna do the poem. Okay, I don't know.
Oh, okay, we still got time.
I mean, I guess how I'm gonna end it on the light note. I don't know. This shit fucked up, y'all. Oh no, I should do the last people we reaming. Hold up, it was Netflix, it was Amazon Prime, and then it was Pornhub. Then I could do this last minute wild shit about Kobe, because this shit crazy. Okay, all right, so trying to stay on topic, y'all. You know how we do. Off the chain, I'm litter than a bick out here, man. Hit us on the IG. Pornhub, of course. Listen, of course. Now we talking about Pornhub, you already know, like, I'm not throwing them in the same category. We don't pay $10 a month for the Pornhub unless you really addicted to beating your meat, and you gotta get your shit together. If you're paying for porn, like, come on, you gotta get your shit together, like, early, ASAP, and never late, like come on. Anyway, something about Terry Crews, like, this dude was over there. Oh my gosh, there's child sex trafficking on fucking Pornhub, like on the little sex websites, but definitely on Pornhub. Like, what they trying to say was, like, you'll see videos with kids in them that's being fucked, that's too young, and then you find out that those kids are missing. That shit is not okay. Like, I don't know.
That's probably not specifically Pornhub. That's probably a number.
Yeah, I mean, that's across. Yeah, that's going to be across several platforms. I mean, definitely. But Pornhub is who he named that he's seen specifically, and of course, somebody who's addicted to pornography knows the content of the porn website better than anyone. So big shout out to Terry Crews' porn addiction. I guess, for, like, the discovery. So the question is, how do you make a difference if you have children and you care about what is being, what's allowed, and big websites and making a difference? I mean, it's almost like Trump getting mad and trolling TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta literally troll until it makes a difference. Contact your local mayor and your governor and write them letters and tell them to restrict access to Pornhub in your city and state, and like, ban the fuck out of Pornhub. Or, and I'm all about freedom of, like, porn, but, like, listen, the major sources for information that we go to are not the only fucking options, bro. The only options are not Comcast. My bad, y'all. The only options are not Comcast and Verizon. The only options is not Sprint that damn got ate up by T-Mobile. The only options are not...
Yeah, Sprint.
Sprint got ate up by T-Mobile. Sprint ate up, like, several companies for years, and now they finally got ate up by T-Mobile. They're not the only options. There are other companies out there. There's other options out there. There's other search engines. Firefox got their own shit going on. Check out Firefox. Big shout out to Firefox.
Like
privately owned. Like, I'm just looking for options, bro. I don't know who's perfect. The nigga who run Firefox, the ninja, the cracker. I don't know who the fuck run Firefox. But guess what? The man behind the Firefox curtain could be a pedophile lover. I don't know his business. And so until I find out that that's the case, all I'm saying is there's other options. Give them a chance, bro. Google ain't the only options. Try XG's. That shit 1,000 years old. Does anybody remember Yahoo Answers? That shit is 1,000 years old. Like, there was options beforehand, and there's young internet companies, website companies that are out. Big shout out to Asynchronous Reality Telecom LLC. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's companies out here that are really, they're starting up, they're trying to make a difference, and they're trying to create competition.
Reddit.
It's hard because they have so much money. Reddit is wild as fuck.
Yeah.
The bigger companies have so much money, and they have like, a lot more backing. But at the end of the day, we have options. It's about that time.
Kobe.
No, it's not about that time. It's poetry time. It's poetry time.
We saving Kobe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I picked this poem. Like, I had something real heavy that go with the vibe that I came up with a couple days ago, and Mobius definitely was against it. And so
it's been raining too much, y'all. It's sad. Everybody's sad. We lost Black Panther. We lost so much. A dude just got shot. We trying, change it up a little bit.
Big rest in peace. Big shout outs, man, to everybody. And listen, there's no possible way we could have gave a shout out to everybody that died in August 2019 and 2020, let alone in the world. You know what I mean? There's so many influential people that passed away. And so again, big rest in peace and big shout out to y'all family, y'all friends, like blessed up. All right. So just a little change. This one to mess with y'all mind a little bit, right? Rock with me. Success is a star that you let die on you, hot and oh so high. The sun still follows you, lost in defeat. Confess to what we think is real. Unfortunately, my mind is gone considering things to steal. Instead of being grateful for all things that I've been given, self-burdened with deception as a distraction, with a lack of consideration for things without giving any fucks. I mean, listen. It's real deep. Give me the snaps. I just feel like they give no fucks. The government gives no fucks. That's it. Thank you. No, they just don't. It's a lot of people. They don't give a fuck.
Nope.
And so, again, y'all, I just want to give you another fan question. This episode I done gave you like 10 fan questions. I done gave you like 30 fan questions. I got 2 more fan questions for you. Matter of fact, I'm going to save one of them and I'm going to give you one right now. So earlier it was the truth. Is it subjective or relative? This question is it subjective or relative to how you move? Okay? So it's different now. It's different. It's not just about your opinion, but it's about how you see things and how it affects the way you act and the way you move in your life, bro. Because sometimes what people say out their mouth, but the actions, the way they move, like it shows something. It show the reality of the situation, bro. And all I can say is like, ain't no hypocrites. You human. Even if you either meant it when you said it or you never meant it in your heart ever in your life. But some people can't be 100 forever. Like that's just like it's a chink in everybody's armor. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the reality of it. Like, even the realest nigga be fake. Big shout out to ninjas. And big shout out to the people that try to keep it 100. That try. Like, and even with the detriment to them, like, big prayers for you. Because you was a clown and you probably in a fucked up situation. But, you tried to keep it when keeping it real goes wrong. You tried it.
Hey,
Alright, so I guess we're gonna get into it, right?
No,
the last topic.
Kobe?
The last topic. 2 or 3 topics for the evening.
The
last episode.
Topic, part deuce.
For episode 6.
Probably.
So Kobe Bryant's kids video. So listen, this wasn't even a topic, y'all. This is just off the top of the dome. This is the reality of the situation. When we talk about making sure your kids, like, what are your kids watching? Who are you supporting? What are you allowing to your home? The duality behind the businesses that are being ran. Like, what is the real goal behind these corporations and the moves that are being made? I need everybody to go on Google and put in Kobe Bryant kids videos, YouTube, ESPN, inside Kobe Bryant's Muse Cage, MUSECAGE. There's a part 1 and a part 2. And if you are Christian or if you believe in anything other than yourself, because I don't even like to bang with the Christian thing. Like, I don't even want to be Christian. I don't want to be Christian.
Japanese.
I'm a Christ follower. Like, that's it. Like, I don't got no religion. Either you gonna act right or you not gonna act right. That's what I believe in. And I've been acting up all my goddamn life. I'm trying to tell you. So I'm woo, I be trying. I'm just gonna pray. I be trying to get right. But listen, I'm telling you, if you watch this video and you don't think nothing wrong with it, I'm telling you already been sucked into the abyss. And all I can do is pray for you, my friend. On everything I love, bro. On everything I love. Like I ain't got nothing else to say. Like we all the way in the rabbit hole. I'm stomping on the rabbit hole. I'm like, y'all need to go watch these videos, because I'm telling you, they produced this. ESPN produced this. Netflix produced this. Amazon Prime produced this. What's his name? Dan Harmon produced this. Epstein or Weinstein?
Epstein's dead.
Which one was the one that was in Hollywood? Weinstein.
Both, but Weinstein.
I'm saying they produced this shit. The sick, twisted programming that you're watching, that you're enjoying, that you're taking part in, that they produced it. They set the shit up. There's a reason why your homeboy is passing around videos fucking with babies. And I don't give a fuck if it's a baby doll. I don't give a fuck if it's a baby doll, y'all. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so this is new to me. Talk me through it.
What?
Kobe. What am I?
Oh, you gotta watch the video, but you can't watch it on air.
No.
So that's why I'm telling them, like, y'all gotta go watch the video. Oh, you want me to describe the video?
Yes.
I can't even get into it. That's why I said, like, okay, in the video, they're talking about harnessing negative energy to get the response that you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. Oh, it's deeper than that. But I'm not trying to hear it. That's what's wrong with the video. That's what's wrong with the video. That Kobe Bryant is teaching your child how to harness negative energy.
Fair.
I think your parents, and listen, because that's a dangerous and delicate subject. We talking about the spirit of your child and the way they move. We not talking about sports. Fuck sports. Fuck sports. That shit only matter because they paying millions of dollars for some bullshit. For disassociation. For entertainment. What are you talking about? What really matters, bro? Should Kobe Bryant be telling your child how to harness negative energy, bro? I can't. All right. I can't. Some people really think it's fine. And that's why I said, for the people that think it's fine, bro, you in the abyss, you good. You good. I'm woke. My eyes is open. I'm not in there. I'm not in there with y'all. I mean, I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and it's hot. Hell is hot. And everybody loving it. They just y'all enjoying it. I ain't got shit else to say. Like, that shit crazy. Here go my question for y'all. Here go my next fan question. It's 5 p.m. It's 5 o'clock. The question is, where are your kids? And I'm just going to end it like that. Thanks for hopping on the Unknown Unknowns podcast. This shit is getting ratchet out here. Thanks for pulling up, y'all. That's all I can say, man. Where are your kids? Do you know where your kids are? Do you know what your kids are doing? And I guess, okay, the real last thing. The upside to all of the pedophilia and the feeling like there's nothing you could do and you have no control over these sick, twisted individuals who are out here seeking to take care of your children. First of all, you got to pay your kids attention. You got to pay your kids attention so they not out here seeking the attention from strangers. You got to pay attention to what you put into your child's mind so they don't think it's okay to go have child orgies or to have orgies with adults. You got to teach your child that you love them. And you also got to appreciate that there's some really crazy motherfuckers that's out here in the world that want to make a difference. And so big shout out to Anxiety War. Big shout out to Justin Payne. Big shout out to everybody that's on YouTube that's meeting up with these predators, that's luring them. You know, you're putting your life in danger. And I'm going to keep it 1,000. A lot of the times the law does not even defend us. It doesn't defend the child from the pedophilia. It defends the pedophile. And that's because that's the way the system was written and created and designed. And so, again, thank y'all so much for being a part of the Unknowns podcast. Hop out the rabbit hole. Thanks for joining me in it once again, y'all. Be safe out there. Keep your eyes open. You know it.
Do a barrel roll.